Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on my vanilla Minecraft server. And today you may notice the chest over there. Yeah, it's actually Christmas Eve when I'm recording this. I've been a little bit busy in between episodes again, doing a few things here and there. Nothing terribly major. Let's go to the furthest thing first. So, yeah. According to the NBT data stuff, there's 8 golems in there and like 50 doors, 50 valid houses or something like that. I've been a busy bee, but unfortunately, on the diagonal from one end to the other, it's a kilometer. So this does take a minute. Sheeps. Yeah, while I was working over here, I had some of my piggies turned into zombie pigmen. When I'm not recording, I generally ignore the weather and the day-night cycle too. But yeah, I've installed our giant fields of other stuff. We've got potatoes and cows and these red things that they introduced in 1.9, which were in Pocket Edition, and they're pretty useless actually. But that's one of the first things that I got done. And on our way back over to the main area, there's another little project that I've been wanting to do anyways. We kind of needed a new branch mine. The one that I had been working in, it wasn't set up correctly, and well, the main tunnel of it's almost a kilometer long, so but nothing fancy. I'm not gonna go down the ladder or anything. Let's see, was it this one? Yeah, over here. Based on data from Tinfoil's Chef, actually, I got a branch mine. The main branches go this way and this way, so as to never cross the other branch mine. But yeah, and then you'd have a tunnel here, and then the next one would be over there. Very well organized. And I'll tell you this, the fourth tunnel that I've dug in there actually produced quite a bit. I got 40 diamonds in one tunnel. And yeah, this is Fortune 3 pick. So I don't mind the natives, they're noisy, but whatever. I like it. I'm weird. I like it. I'm also one of those oddballs that actually enjoys the gas sounds. Not so much the blowing everything up and trying to kill me part, but I do enjoy the sounds they make. The third thing that I worked on between episodes here a lot of this. We're gonna get to the other thing that I had actually planned for this episode. We might be going on a little bit of an adventure too. Down here, this particular thing is actually the reason why I had to start the new branch mine. Yeah. With the new changes to 1.11, you can no longer get zombie villagers from a regular zombie spawner. So there was no need for a sorting system of any kind, and yeah, the ideal spot for them to drop in is right in the middle of our hallway here. So you can see the doors; they keep going, but unfortunately, you can't really get to them. But it does work, and based on the new game rule, they just all smoosh. I smoosh them. And now, to our regularly scheduled project. Well, not really much of a project. Mostly, I have an idea of where I want to put this next bit. We got to go to the Nether for that. Because there's another mega project I had in mind, and I do still have an idea for something in mind for the Guardian Farm, but I kind of got sick of looking at the thing, to be honest. Yes, working 180 hours on a project will do that. Makes you go cray-cray. Eat before you teleport. Whoosh. Anywho, let's walk and talk then. Yeah. We've only got about a kilometer that way to go. Shouldn't be that bad. One of the other things that I was thinking I might do is a pretty big mega project here on the server is I was thinking about doing an ice palace. I've been working in the extreme hills, and it's really nice and fun and all, and I like the challenge of building on the hills, but at the same time, being in the extreme hills does kind of limit you in how big you can go as far as scale. Unless you completely ignore the hills and flatten it out, which I've seen people do, you're really limited. And I was thinking I'd like to try my hands at building something in survival vanilla a bit larger. And I've got what I was thinking about doing, and the reason why we're heading down this way is because I want to do an ice palace of some sort. A very large structure made with snow and ice. It's gonna be big, and after we find the place we're going to here, we're going along at a pretty good clip here. Once I locate more or less where I think I want to put it, I actually was originally planning on maybe getting the area around it started, but I think we might just start with getting the portal set up, and I'll go into my creative world and show you guys what I had in mind. Hang on. 19. You gotta be careful where I put the portal because there's also ice mountains. I don't want to put it in the ice spikes biome, ice plain spikes. I want to put it in the ice plains, just the regular ice plains. Although being down this way, it's also very convenient because a lot of my design has packed ice in it. So being close by to the ice spikes is really handy. I don't know, how sad is it when you get so used to just traveling everywhere on foot that a kilometer is nothing to you. It was around 2,300 on the X. And stop. Right about here ought to work. Let's see. And of course we're breaking things we don't want to break. Let's see. We actually do have enough obsidian for that. Unfortunately, it means we just have to go wider on both sides. Sheesh, super big. Can't get it out. Thank you. Obsidian. It'll work for now. I got a diamond pick for mending, and I also happen to have for flint and steel, so there you go. And we're... oh, jeez, it's nighttime. Oh, this is perfect, although I'm definitely going to want to move the portal. Out in the middle of a river is not a good place for a portal. Oh, this is perfect. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I wanted, except for the whole, Right now we've got high risk of death, so let's go where it's safe. Let's go into the nether, where it's safe. Ow. This is gorgeous. This is perfect. Now that we have that spot picked out, back home. Or you know what? I don't think it really matters where we disconnect here. Whatever. Ah. And I happen to be sitting in the exact spot. But yeah, just some ideas. Although I'm not 100% happy. I know I'm not doing this one. Basically, what we've got going on is different wall sections. Kind of my samples. And I really like this design for the outer wall for the main portion of it. And then I was thinking about for in the corners some towers or something, or maybe just have intermittent towers anyways. And I started with this one, but I'm not really happy with it. It just feels too small. I like the size of this one better. But at the same time, I'm not really a fan of the roof design for this particular build. I think we might be experimenting with something else when we get to it. And it's just an outline of the dimensions I had in mind for interior space. This is 50 by 100, although I think I might go bigger. Because the whole point of the project is for it to be fairly large. Also, lots and lots of redstone automation involved throughout it, as well as details. This should keep us busy for a while. Overall, the original wall I had in mind was 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. And of course, over here, for the actual gate, I've been working on a few different designs here for piston doors. Not very happy with this one. I really wanted something where all the redstone would be covered up. And this is one of the first ones, but I'm not happy with this particular design because you get all these ginormous holes everywhere. And then I was also thinking that maybe something like this, but well, let's see if we can find the lever. I mean, closed, I really like the way it looks, but unfortunately, when it's not closed, you got exposed redstone. And one of the things that I was trying to do here with my design is that I wanted all the redstone hidden. So I did finally figure out how to extend it out with having everything covered up when it's retracted. It does give you a bit of a relief pattern on the inside. And over here is, I believe this is what we're going to go with. I can't really go any higher because then you run into problems with space. There's space issues because it's a tight squeeze, as you can see. Interestingly enough, this is one of those times where the quasi-connectivity hinders the design a bit. And allow me to explain what I mean by that. Basically, this right here works perfectly fine. So I copied it over here. Over here, it didn't work. That is one of the weirdnesses of the whole quasi-connectivity thing. Yeah, so I ended up having to move these down here, put everything on slabs, shuffle things around, rerun the redstone. But it works. It works, and as you can see, there's no gaps. This is a 4 by 7 block gate piston door, where it's solid blocks all the way on both sides. So, I don't know if we're probably not going to get to it next episode. I actually have something else in mind for the next episode, because it's kind of a special episode. I was thinking about it, and it'll be a stack of episodes. So, yeah, we got some big things coming. And I have an idea for an auto sorter that also smelts things and processes to the extent that vanilla can process things. Processes all the stuff you get from a branch mine, and some other pretty neat little things. But yeah, I think that's probably all we're gonna do for today. Mostly just showing you this. That's mostly what I had in mind. Anyways, let's jump back on our server. Let's get back to the home. Maybe we can log in. Let's see. It's the new portal. Yeah, I meant to put that chest on the other side. Well, back through the portal we go. We got a silk touch. We have a silk touch villager, actually. So I now have a super duper amazing silk touch mending shovel. Silk touch mending, and I believe it has unbreaking, but only because I had a book with random enchants and one of them was unbreaking 3. I think there's an unbreaking 3 villager somewhere, but I can't find him. I know I've got efficiency. Yeah, that was the other major enchant. It also got efficiency 4 on it. And I was thinking for our little ice palace entryway we would have a nice big portal and some other stuff, but unfortunately I don't think we're going to have time for that. I think we have time to get back to the main base, but I don't know. We'll find out here in a minute. As one of the goals is to try to keep the episodes to about 20 minutes apiece. And of course, there's this fairly lengthy trek through the Nether. Also, one of the other things I was thinking is, even though I've got 2 things down this tunnel, I was thinking perhaps we could combine the themes since they're both in the ice plains. The one just happens to have packed ice. Just as an idea. And I'm thinking perhaps for the tunnel here, snow all the way down. Snow layers will melt and snowmen will melt, but snow blocks don't. Because Minecraft physics for you. I think we can make it. It wouldn't really fit there, but I also had an idea for a much larger cow cooker thing. Due to the change in the... well, due to the new max entity cramming game rule, my cow farm is very, very much nerfed. Which is okay. I mean, I've got a double chest full of leather still, and on top of that, we've also got a chicken cooker, which is still producing pretty nicely. Can you get in? No. It's always whenever I go through the door after the portal. But this, well, it keeps the zombie pigmen in there anyways. There's actually no villagers over here in this part of town now that I think about it. Well, things don't always go the way you planned them originally. In any event, I do hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed it, then do be sure to subscribe. And you can subscribe by clicking on my little guy's face on the screen. And then you can also check out a couple of other videos of mine as well. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.